This is me in London after her awards day. We just came to the little riverbank. We just seen a baby deer over there not too long ago. But I don't know. So I'm just kind of debriefing after work. Today was a little stressful day. I got my feet in the sand. There was a little baby deer over there at the riverbank drinking. I don't know where it went to. And surprisingly, there's not that many bugs out here. And she just over here is just getting soaking wet.
This feels like the beach. We're coming here in a lot more days. Trust me, look, guys. I'm gonna have so much fun, guys. So, yeah.
Just don't come up here getting singing everywhere.
Ah!
Hey, Blush Tribe. So, today was a little stressful. So, I just came here to relax. About an hour after work, just to debrief before I go handle my mother duties. So, earlier today, I went to London's. You're gonna have to wait. We went to London's awards program, and let me say this too, because I was almost like this close to feeling bad. If you like going, taking your kids on vacation and things like that, and you can't make everything, you can't make every event, don't feel bad. First of all, we go hard for these children. Second of all, don't go losing your job talking about, oh, I wanted to go to the awards program. Okay, you might can't make that one, but you'd have made every other one. Don't forget about all the hard work you'd have put in the school year. Because I was like this close to being like, you know what, I might have to miss it. But you know what I mean? I know all throughout the year I've been a great supportive, advocating mother, you know, active. Don't be too hard on yourself if you are like just beginning a job or just beginning to be an entrepreneur and you don't have a lot of employees, you don't have people to be in your gap. Don't feel bad because you might not be able to make everything for your children. Also, there are some children who did not receive awards, and I don't really know how that worked, but just make sure that you are celebrating your own children. If you have to maybe prepare them their favorite meal or take them to their favorite you know, outdoor activity, their favorite park, the jump park, things like that. Do things like that with your children if you can, because where we are right now, it don't cost a dime. I just got me a little blanket out here. London is over there, but this is just something that we're doing just to relax. So if you are in a space in an hour right now where you really can't, you know, splurge on your children or do the things that you want to do for your children, London, come back. Don't go too far. Don't feel bad. Just go with the flow of where you are and what you can do for your kids, but just make sure you celebrate them, even if it's just a kiss at the end of the day to say I appreciate you, or you know, maybe buying them a special item that's in your budget, just something to acknowledge like you got through this school year. Because I did see people sitting at the awards and I really didn't see them get anything, and I don't know whether every child normally doesn't get anything. I can't remember how that went, but just take some time to love on your children. That was like number one. And I had something else that I wanted to talk about. This is how my brain gets scattered if I don't write it down, because I really hadn't planned on recording. But I said I was so like having a little tranquil moment. I hope that little deer come back out here so I can show y'all what he was at. It was so cute. I was seeing like little squirrels and little things look like they was just coming to me, letting me know everything was gonna be all right. But anywho, It was something else I wanted to tell y'all, but I can't remember. But anywho, I got something really important to tell y'all. So if in your family, if all hell is breaking loose, listen to your coach, okay? Listen to me. That means that God is really, really about to take you to another level, because it's only during those times when the enemy get mad, when the enemy get big mad, that you overcoming the obstacles, you're ignoring the foolishness, you walking away from drama, you're not even responding to the things that the enemy used to trip you up with. You ain't even on that time no more. You like look at that stuff like, oh, I used to get mad at it, right? Not no more. So when you start responding to things like that and overlooking negativity and walking in grace and in love, the enemy get mad. When I say mad, I mean like mad, upset. So if all hell is breaking loose in your family, I'm not talking about at your job. That could be a whole nother outlet of breaking loose. And there was a little bug on me. I'm trying to stay calm. London, stop it before you be soaking wet. You do not have on a bathing suit. You do not have on a bathing suit. No, this is not like a pool. This is just something you kind of stick your feet in, get a blanket and relax a little. I know she like, child. I don't think this is the type of water you get in for the... Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, but just don't go too far, because I don't really know how to swim. So right there is for my comfort. All right. Yeah, so when your daddy about to take you to your next level, and yeah, like all hell gonna break loose. Listen, when I say all hell, it's gonna be stuff that don't even make sense. You like, how you end up over there? How they end up saying that to you? How these events in your life, how did these end up happening at this certain time? You done went to this level, you done came this far, and that happened. You're going to be seeing stuff that you ain't never seen before and don't make no type of sense. It's because it's the trick of the enemy. Your daddy is moving things around where he's going to get the glory at the end, okay? So you continue to ignore those things. Come somewhere like I am. Here's some little running water. I do too. I really do. Minus the bugs. But yeah, don't let nothing stress you out. Keep ignoring the stuff that is designed to trip you up. Like, it is designed to do that thing. So don't let it continue to aggravate you. Continue to ignore it. And this is like the hardest thing I have had to do, is to try to ignore foolishness. And it's coming at a rapid state where it's just like, you know what? It's becoming hard to ignore, because it is so much drama, so much foolishness, so much chaos, so much like just immaturity. It's just so many little things where it's just like, why are these things happening around me? Like, even though you are the person who motivate people, you encourage people, people admire you, putting your foot to the pavement, meaning that when they begin to try these things, it just doesn't work out. And it's because the enemy doesn't want them to improve their lives. The enemy don't want people around you to be able to support you and love you and encourage them. He want to keep them tied up with the wickedness, tied up with the foolishness, tied up with chaos and things that it's not of his kingdom. He just want to keep them busy and distracted on those things. And the moment you take your eye off of what God asked you to do, that's the moment you're going to be with the rest of the crowd. You're going to be tangled up in some foolishness. So your daddy is wanting me to get on today and just encourage you. Because I got to watch around me and make sure ain't nothing crawling up on me. London, stop, because I definitely don't want to get wet. Don't keep that water over here. I don't want to get wet. Do that. She just having a kicking water contest. But yeah, the moment you take your eye off of what God asked you to do, that's the moment you're gonna begin to sink. That's the moment you're gonna begin to do what the enemy wants you to do versus what your daddy wants you to do. Okay, So I just wanted to encourage you about that. Those are just some things I had on my heart, on my mind to share. Listen, I know all hell is breaking loose because it's happening to me. I can see it, but I don't supposed to focus on what I can see. I'm supposed to focus on what my daddy told me in faith. All right. So even though around you, like I said, your job may be chaotic, your family definitely, that's number one, gonna be just falling off at the hinges. You're gonna be like, what you gonna want to just close your eyes and put your head up under the covers, like, what is happening? It's just gonna be like that because the path that you are trailblazing, nobody has went this way before. You have went to heights that nobody else in your family have went. You are breaking generational curses off of your family that nobody else had the know-how to do. God didn't use them in that way. So he's saying, make sure that you are not getting distracted by these earthly things and these problems and these worrations. And that's why I had to come out here, because I felt that pressure of being a responsible one, the chosen one, the person who a lot of people lean on. It gets a little heavy sometimes when you know that other people can go a different way, but they choose to go another way. And it's out of just distraction, immaturity, not getting in that word, not putting God before them before they wake up. It's the same things you used to do when you didn't know no better. So you still got to love these people, support these people. Sometimes you might have to separate, divide, and conquer and still pray for people. Sometimes you just got to cover your family. Okay? All right, because I done preached the whole sermon out here and other folks coming out here. I appreciate them too, all right? But there's too many crawly bugs out here. Oh my gosh. But I really do miss that little deer. I wish I would have just captured it when I had it. But he must have heard me in London out here. So it was a little bitty baby deer. But yeah, I like being out here. It's just like so relaxing. But London, she going to get in the tub. So don't y'all worry. But I love y'all, Bless Tribe. I really do. Check out the vlogs. Check out everything I'm doing. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all just are changing my life. I'm feeling more comfortable expressing myself with you all, letting down the guard, being more vulnerable. London is being more vulnerable, being more willing to just say hello. And
hello, Bless Tribe. Hello.
I'm talking about soaking wet.
Look, guys, what I could do. I learned before mommy.
Yeah, it took me a long time to learn how to whistle. But just reaching little milestones like that, I think that's so cute when she just like, Mom, I can whistle. I remember I didn't know how to snap. So when I first learned, I thought that was just the world. Like, I know how to snap. So it's little things like that. Cherish those type of moments versus, I focus on what you couldn't do and where you couldn't be and what you couldn't buy and all the things you couldn't do. Focus on the things that you can do, the things that you can accomplish and see and witness with your children. You got to take baby steps. And one thing, if you're tired of having the same results over and over and over again, do something different. And that's one thing that frustrates me when I was saying like a whole lot of chaos. Sometimes people just stay in the same cycles. We do the same. No. We do the same thing. We stay in the same cycles when we know it's not working. But if you are tired of that cycle that you're in, you got to do something different. I had to do something different before I can get to this level of thinking and this level of spirituality, this level of understanding and discernment. I had to think different. I had to take a chance on myself, get into a seminar, get me a life coaching session, go to therapy, quit the job, get another one, start the business, lose my mom. It was so many things I had to do in order before I could get on camera with you all today and speak about what God has told me to do and allow me to be able to see things in a different realm and for me to see things in a different way, not even intellectually, but just that spiritual emotional intelligence where it's just like, man, if you could just see how the enemy work, you could change your life. So I just want to encourage you, if you're tired of like being on a hamster on a wheel, just doing that cycle over and over and over again, it gets so exhausting to watch. And this is what I remember my coach was saying, there's sorrow in like healing, there's sorrow in being a chosen one, there's sorrow in that, because you can see like death in people's eyes, you can see the sickness in their body, you can see the no having no light, you know, the enemy just drain them out, where they are physically sick, mentally sick. And it's just like, man, it's hard to watch sometimes. So that's why another reason, me personally, I have to step away from it, because I can feel that. I could feel that when another person is just letting the enemy just use them and they have no idea. And it's very, very hard to watch when you love a person and you want the best for that person, okay? But God also wanted me to tell you, he did tell me this last night. He said, you cannot do it for them. And this is mainly for our family, our loved ones, our babes, our children, our aunts, our uncles, our grannies, the people we love, the people that we cherish, our co-workers, our families, our business partners, you know, the people that's close to our heart, that their opinion really matter to us. We want them to be up there with us when we win. But your daddy said you cannot do the work for them. And that's where I start feeling like that heaviness. That's why I was saying I had to come out here and try kind of debrief, because I started feeling that heaviness of trying to do it for them. Like, I wish I can take that burden for them. I wish I can take that L for them. I wish I could heal them from this and save them from that. Even with your children, when you see them, like, you know, get the shot or something, you wish you could just get the immunization shot for them. Or when they got the strep throat, you like, Jesus, God, just give me the strep throat. You know, I can do it for them. But your daddy say everybody got their own path to walk, and you cannot walk it for them. That's what makes us so frustrated, because we're like, why you keep doing these cycles? You know, sometimes you just got to separate and pray for people, and that's the best thing. It'll give you peace. It'll give you understanding. It'll give you wisdom. It'll give you an opportunity to allow them to figure it out on their own. That you did not have to put your cape on, and you did not have to save them. You did not have to come to their rescue. You did not have to do all this stuff. Your daddy said he is God for a reason. He will send them angels. He'll send them a brilliant idea. He'll let them no longer be codependent on you, but to figure it out on their own, okay? I love y'all. I really do. I'm going to get London from out here before she turn into a little fish and jump in. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day.